What's up, everybody? At Dustin Depp, and today I got for you guys the Fitbit Force versus the Fitbit One. So these are the two top Fitbits that activity trackers that Fitbit sells at the moment. They just replaced the Flex with the Force. I think you can still buy the Flex, which is still a good activity tracker, but it definitely does not have the options that the Fitbit Force or the Fitbit One have. Um, so, with that said, which one's better? Um, well, that really just depends on where you want to wear it, to be honest with you. Um, the Fitbit One that you have here is a little clip, or you can pop it out of the clip and you can carry it around in your pocket, or it's going to have to be a tight pocket though because you can't easily lose it. It's a very smooth device, smooth edges and things like that. So you definitely want to try to leave it in the clip and clip it. Most people clip them on their hip, their belt, their pocket, and ladies sometimes you can clip it on your bra right in the middle of the front. That's where my missus wears hers, so it stays pretty secure that way. I've actually had a Fitbit One, and I usually clip it on the inside of my pocket, on the little change pocket, and I clip it towards the inside. That way I didn't lose it, and somehow still I lost it one day. It came off, no telling where it went. So watch out for that. Just every once in a while, if you put your hand down there, make sure it's there. I'm pretty sure I lost it when I was putting things in and out of my pocket. So not to saying that you are going to lose it, but just be mindful of that. The great thing about the Fitbit One is with the Fitbit One, you can always have it on your in your pocket, on your chest. The thing about that is it's not on your wrist. A lot of people can't handle the thing on their wrist, or maybe if you're going somewhere nice, you don't want to wear that wrist bracelet. You want to wear a watch or something like that. It's not in the way. So yeah, I mean, it definitely has its advantages and its disadvantages. It's really what you guys decide. The Flex, though, or I mean the Force, the Fitbit Force, the great thing about it is it finally has all the features that the Fitbit One had. When the Flex came out, it didn't have the altimeter, it didn't have a readout display, so it was really a lesser device than the Fitbit One, where the Force actually steps it up. Now the Force is bigger than the Flex. As you can tell, if you took this thing out, it's just slightly smaller than the Fitbit One. But the Force does have another option that's supposed to come in an update, and that option is that it's supposed to get Bluetooth notifications. So once it gets that, it will really be like a smartwatch. Another good thing about the Fitbit Force versus the Fitbit One is the sleep thing. The great thing about it is it's already a wrist worn device, so you don't have to take it out of this little package, put it in that cloth sleeve that it comes with, the Fitbit One comes with, and it's really wide. It's really annoying on your wrist. It slides around at night. It tends to annoy me, and I never could really get used to sleeping with it with the Fitbit One. I mean, they both do a great job of tracking your sleep patterns, and if you can get used to it, then great. By all means, wear it. But the Fitbit Force has a couple problems as well. When you first get it, the texture of it right here, as you can tell, it's like a really rubbery texture, and mine seemed to come off in the night. I don't know if I subconsciously took it off in the night because it was annoying me or anything, but it definitely did seem to come off in the night. Also, after wearing the Fitbit Force for a couple days, it did start to aggravate me, like right around my wrist area. But I will say that that it is tight on my wrist. I did get a small because I have small wrist, but I will say if you're getting a Fitbit Force, unless you have extremely small wrist, get the large because the small is definitely like child size small. So that's something to watch out for. But I mean, they're both great devices. I don't think you could, you couldn't choose one way or the other. I've worn both of them. I've worn them together, and I would love to tell you that one of them says more steps than the other, and that I know which one is right and which one's wrong. But I can tell you now, like every day that I worn it, there was a difference, but the difference was always, it was never more than 100, and on different days it was different ones that had the higher count. So I don't really have a definite answer there as to why. Maybe it has something to do with arm movement or anything else. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Now the flights of stairs we're always right on, so the altimeters are working great. But that's just one of the things with these fitness trackers. But that just goes to show you how close in tune they are, that they were that close. So which is pretty good. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you're interested in the Fitbits already. So really, it's up to you. They've got the cheaper versions, but they don't have the altimeters. Like the Flex doesn't have the altimeter, so it doesn't tell you stairs climbed like this does. And so obviously, it doesn't calculate that in when it goes towards your calories burned and things, which, so it just depends on what you want, what you're looking for. If you're looking for a step tracker, then the Flex is fine. But if you want more of an activity tracker, then I think the Force and the One are definitely your better options. Out of the two, which one would I want to wear every day? I would have to say the Fitbit Force, but I will have to say that you can't wear it every single day because sometimes it does start to irritate your wrist. So if what I did is I don't sleep with it on every night. I sleep with it on most nights, maybe during the week, take it off at the weekends at night because I don't need to track my sleep every night. Another thing, thinking of sleep, is that with the Fitbit Force, you have to go into the app to put it into sleep mode, and you have to go into the app on your phone to take it out of sleep mode, which is a bit of a pain. Where with the Fitbit One, you don't have to do that. You can do it right from the device. So yeah, I mean, it's just an extra step, but either way, it's up to you guys on what you want. The Fitbit Force does have the little vibration sleep timer on it, so you can wake yourself up like that. Pretty cool. Don't really use it. Used it once just to make sure it works. That's about it. But overall, both great devices. I don't think you could go wrong either way. So it's really up to you on where you want to wear it. And if you can handle something on your wrist, then the Fitbit Force is probably the way to go. If you don't like things on your wrist all the time, then the Fitbit One's the way to go. Also, they've got the Fitbit Aria Wi-Fi scale that will sync with your app and the internet where you log online on their website. So every time you step on it, it updates and it can give you a better count of how many calories you actually burned, things like that. So that's a cool thing to have if you're gonna buy into the Fitbit. You know what I mean? You don't want to buy the Fitbit Wi-Fi scale and then buy a Nike Plus, obviously, because it doesn't sync with that. Then you just have a really cool scale that looks cool but doesn't do a lot for you. So if you're deciding to go with the Fitbits and stick with them, then definitely look into the Aria Wi-Fi scale. If you guys have any questions or anything about either of these devices or any of the other Fitbit devices or activity trackers out there, just let me know. I've used most of them, so put them in the comments below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. But please like, subscribe, and share the video, all right? Thanks a lot. At Dustin Depp. Bye.